guys, it's Maria from Sweden here, aka Planner Mother of 3. Today I would like to show you my different Kaweco pens, fountain pens, all of them. Here they are. We have from the bottom where we have the Kaweco All Sport in Roset Gold with that is inked up with the Diamantrous Black. Here we have a Kaweco Supra Brass, and it's inked with the Kaweco Summer Purple ink. And this one is the Student 70s, and it's inked with the Irishizuku Yoyake, the orange one. And then we have a Student the 20s, and this one is with a brown Visconti. And this Sport black one is inked with Kaweco Pearl Black, and the white one is inked with Kaweco Smoky Gray, and the Macchiato, the Skyline Sport Kaweco is inked with the Kaweco Caramel Brown. And these two have extra fine nib, and these 4 have fine nib, and this one has a medium nib. And I thought that I was going to show you the difference between them, because there is a difference. The extra fine nib in this one is, for instance, much thicker than the fine in the Sports. And I'll show you here. So here they are. As I said, the Rosé, this one, is inked with the black, and it has an extra fine nib. Quite not scratchy, but it feels very at the point when you write with it, as you can see. And then I wrote with the brass, the Supra Brass, that is really, really heavy, all brass, very sturdy, kind of, you know, a real pen, very beautiful. You can see here you see the Kaweco. And this one is with the extra fine nib, as you can see, inked with the Summer Purple, and it's much thicker than the All Sport or L Sport or Aluminium Sport. And then we have the 4 with Kawecos with the fine nibs, and you can see that there is a difference. These two, the student pens, it's these two, the orange ink with the orange pen and the brown ink with a brown pen, both with fine nib. And I would say that the orange with the Irishizuku ink is a little bit thicker than with the Visconti brown. I think my impression is that the Visconti brown is a little bit harder to please. So my experience is that this ink, the Irishizuku ink, is much easier to write. It's much smoother. Maybe it's just imagination, or maybe it's a fact. We don't know. And then we have the 3 other Sports, and the white and the black. As you can see, they also have a fine nib, and you can see that there is a little bit difference between the 2 of them, but still they are much more like the Visconti brown here and the student one here. But writing with them, I would say that the Visconti brown is much harder to please. And then we have my all-time favorite, this one. It's the Kaweco Caramel Brown in the pen Kaweco Sport Skyline or Kaweco Skyline Sport with a medium nib. And I will for sure buy some new ones, and all of them will come in the medium size of the nib. So even though you have the same kind of nib, but in 2 different pens, like the Student and the Sport, you can see that there is a difference. And even though you have the same pen with the same thickness of the nib, the outcome is different. But I love them all, and I use them, nearly every one of them, daily, because they have the perfect They lay perfectly in the hand, and even though I have quite big hands, I'm a tall lady, I feel that they are very nice to hold. Some people talk about getting cramps in their hand when they write with these. Well, I don't. And size-wise, I would say, well, actually, when I write with this one, because this one is, as I said before, one of my favorite pens, I normally don't put the cap on the end. I just use it as it is, like this. And as you can see, it's perfect in the hand. But when I write with these guys, and if I want to write, you know, for a couple of minutes or a long essay or something, well, then I always put the cap on the other side, and it will get into this size. So it will lay perfectly well in the hand. So yeah, that's all about my Kaweco pens, the ones that I have for the moment. But I'm quite sure that there will come other pens into the family in the short future. So I hope that you enjoyed this comparison between them and that you got inspired and maybe you want to try one of these. Take care of yourself and have a really nice Sunday, and I hope seeing you soon. Bye!